good. Very good. Thanks. Everyone's a critic. And she started early. And there you go. There's my job right there. Is dad with everything else. Well done. There you go. Well done. You realize if you forget anything, it's your fault.
Can I ask one question?
Please. It gets easier, apparently.
I have a little bit of shameless self-promotion. What are your upcoming projects?
Oh, I like you. I'm actually doing a lot of writing right now, along with the auditions, which I love so much. But there's a couple. I've got a film called Design of the Dead that I'm working on, which is basically it's my attempt to be the Martha Stewart of horror. It's about a home renovation show that goes in to fix up a house, bring it back to life, and in doing so, brings back the dead. So you get sort of designing tips and how to kill the undead tips. All combined into one movie. And then there's a show called Star-Crossed that we're working on, which is basically kind of like The Office meets Stargate. So behind the scenes of a sci-fi show, a fictional sci-fi show called Star-Crossed, which of course will have nothing to do with Stargate. There will be no dirty laundry aired there, I'm sure. Everyone who worked on the show comes up to me and is like, look, I got a story for you. In fact, it's happening right now. So we're looking forward to that. So I'm sorry, your arm's supposed to be killing you. Very good. She went that way. Sorry. Sorry for answering his question. But he had a lot of stuff, and just yeah. That's it. You, sir. This better be good.
Did you just direct, or did you actually write a job script?
I'm the cheapest man alive. I did everything. No, Jane, my wife produced it, but I wrote and directed it and played a little part in it.
And you worked on the set of Stargate Atlantis with all the cast members that made you decide that you wanted Paul McKillian and all that to also star in the movie, or was it just the coincidence?
Well, Paul is also very cheap. And it's just kind of fun to torture him. So the dress kind of worked for me. Although I don't know how much torture it was for him, because he kept sort of showing me what he'd shaven. Every day he'd come in with like his legs done or something. He's like, look what I had to do for your movie. I was like, I didn't ask you to do that. And it's kind of creepy. But no, Paul, I took inventory of what I had available. My dog, my sister, myself. Talked Paul into doing the film as well, and Chris Judge, who, I'm sorry, to me the funniest thing in the world is the idea of Chris Judge playing someone who can't get a date. And I actually when I wrote the script, I said, a tall, handsome black man who looks remarkably like Christopher Judge from SG-1. Because I thought that might appeal to him. So we got him as well. So basically it was just an opportunity to work with friends. And my lovely wife did all the producing, and she also came up with a story, and then sent me downstairs to write it. And we did surprisingly well with it. It's I'm afraid it drives me crazy that you guys haven't got it yet. I've been bothering MGM about it for ages. What was that? No, MGM has this. America has this amazing concept of America, and then the rest of the world. I say that as an American now as well, so I gotta be careful. And the distribution system now is so bizarre to me, because I think when we do another one, I have another idea for one called Heir of the Dog, which H-E-I-R, because I have a baby, and he works for cheap. Basically, I think self-distribution would be the way to go. Like, what I'd love to do is go around doing this and saying, look, here's the movie, show the movie, have the movie for sale on the DVDs, and none of these stupid regions and all this. There's all these sort of false little roadblocks to stop people from watching movies because of regions and distribution and all this. Yeah, exactly. But I think that they're silly about the money thing, because the reality is, they complain about piracy, because Dog's Breakfast, believe me, like, I would get these emails from people saying, oh my god, it's been downloaded like 1,000 times, and hey, look what I look. Just speaking of Dog's Breakfast. Thank you very much. I have a couple of ones here that, so basically best questions will get. Actually, I'm sorry, one of them's already gone because I got to give it to the guy with the pram, I think. So basically I think, and again, this is for any of you out there who make films or who want to make films or thinking about making films, just do it and do it yourself because there's a system out there that's in place that they're a bunch of dinosaurs. I mean, they move so slowly, and in fact, they're probably already fossilized. So it's the little guys making little films, and it's just more exciting. It's much more exciting stuff. So, all right, now there's a lot of questions, and I'm still talking. What about you?
I bought you a bottle of wine.
Oh, well, good question. Thank you. Fantastic. Thank you. Why? Oh, great. So I've got a good South Australian wine to drink. Great. Exciting. But I shouldn't mix it with what was the lager I was drinking like? Crown. Everyone was watching what I was drinking. The 1 Crown lager I had last night. Thank you very much. That's very, very sweet of you. Yeah. Free food and booze. I like Australia. Yes.
When Jill was down here earlier in the year,
I don't care what you said, it's a lie.
actually she was saying that you love teasing her and tormenting her. And I've heard similar stories. Who's your favorite to torment? If you have any particularly...
It's so hard because I just love torturing everybody. Joe is really fun to torture. Poor Rachel is just very easy to torture. Like every time we're working with Rachel, basically, we'd have a scene where I would of course be talking, and Taylor would say, "But why?" And I would just say, "Just pretty. So you work on the pretty. I'll do the talking." But she's lovely. She's got that cute little kid walking around who's apparently cute compared to Baz. I say, I'm gonna put him in the ring. See what happens with that. Jewel's not as easy to tease because she gives it back very well. She's like trained. Her and Nathan, I think, had a lot of back. Yeah. So if that turns on you, it's like, sheer terror is Jewel. Like Jewel, we had this. I apologize if some of you've heard this before, but we did an episode called Trio. There's the 3 of us in this little box, and I got a little grumpy a little before lunch. Everyone gets there was one of the favorite things for directors to do is if they're doing a scene just before lunch and I'm in it, they offer me a sandwich because my blood sugar gets low and I apparently get a little grumpy. And so last scene before lunch, you got Martin Wood whipping the camera around or whatever Buddy Holly's doing, and there was a stunt and there was supposed to be a stunt guy and the stunt guy didn't show up first because it was confusion. Anyways. Start doing the scene. It doesn't work. I'm tripping over things, and I might have, twisted a nail back or something. And I said, Wood, there's a fine line between directing and bullying. And I look over, and there's Amanda and Jewel, just like. Yeah, we're with you. Totally. We were gonna say that. So for the next 3 years, every time I walk into the makeup trailer, Jewel will be sitting there getting makeup done. I'll be like, morning, makeup, getting makeup. Not that I have much makeup. Jewel a lot. She's like in the day before just to get. And Jewel will be sitting there going like, there's a fine line between directing and bullying. And she's constantly trying to get me to go. Her and Cavan as well. Cavan is big on he's like, you gonna blow? What? So go. Oh, you can't take that. That is sheer disrespect for you. Lose it. So I get a lot of that. Sometimes I oblige.